and see what happens. At a 29.97 frames per second. I probably gotta fix that one too. That might have something to do with it. Um, let's go ahead and close all of this stuff. Let's just open this up. Mm-hmm. Alright, alright, now I'm gonna install Android Studio on here. I had it on here before, but I know why it slowed it on my computer now. I didn't know better back then. But I kept installing the same SDK over and over and over again because I didn't know I didn't know what I was doing. And come to find out, I figured out why my computer was so slow and why the memory was used up. I thought it was hacked or some other. It had nothing to do with that. It was me. I installed so many SDK in. Just one SDK takes up mad space. But I had like 11 of them shits installed. And I'm like, what program lets you keep installing it over and over? Because it's a package. It's not really like a program. So you can download it and install this package over and over and over again. And that's why the Android program wasn't running fast at all. It was super slow. It's fucking slow. My whole computer was slow. And then one day I just went in and said, let me open this computer up and cleaned it out. That was it. That was the problem. I deleted all of that shit. And now it just works fine. Okay, so first of all, yeah, it's picking up my mic. Download Android Studio. Just click that. And this other computer is brand new. It's a new computer. It's supposed to be a new computer. But it's not. It's a refurbished computer, and they put some bullshit in there to try to make a profit. They put cheap stuff in there just to get it to run. Like you can watch videos on it, you can do your standard stuff, but as soon as you try to do something like, program or, producing it, turn it into like a workstation, forget about it. It's not reliable. Why is this in Spanish? Let me switch the language to English. There we go. Why I keep going back to Spanish? I just picked English. My goodness. Let's just try this again. I mean, OBS, I can see that it's clearly making my computer a little bit laggy, but it's not as bad as that other one. The other one was just freezing up. This is just pretty laggy. It's not extremely laggy, but it's pretty laggy. I've seen worse. Yeah, see, yeah, that's not. It's like I can live with that. It'll work. Why isn't it download? Is what I want to know. Let's hold on first before we do that. Let's look at the others. That's OBS. Let's click this thing one more time. Here we go. So I read and wham bam. Now it's gonna download. After I click save. Would you like to save this file? Yeah, if they let me click save, it's not even letting me click it. You have chosen to open. Okay, yeah. Okay. This is some slow bullshit. Okay, it is downloading. And it's gonna take less than 2 minutes this time. Like I figured it shouldn't take that long to download this file. Oh, I mean that's still pretty slow. 5.7 megabytes per second, but it's not that bad. Like I could still do other stuff while that's in the background downloading. Let me close out all these pages. Come on, yo, why you don't want to close, my Negro? I can't wait till I build me a computer, boy. I'm gonna call James too, my buddy in South Carolina. I'm gonna call him like, yo, I'm finally building the computer, man. You know, like, sure. He gonna, man, that's when he gonna start making all the recommendations on what I should get, where I should get it from. Like, yeah, I know, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Build me a beast machine. It makes that sound hard when you say build a computer. It sounds complicated, right? They should say I should, cause it's really like Legos. Yeah, it's not like you just take a screwdriver and a hammer and you start like building a computer. Nah, it's you just buy all the parts manually instead of buying a computer where all the parts already connected. You just buy everything yourself. You get the case from here. You get the CPU from there. You get the motherboard from there. Just know what parts that you need, and it's like a handful of parts. It's not a lot. You're gonna need some power supply. You're gonna need a coolant fan to keep everything cool so it don't overheat, right? So depending on your setup, you're gonna know how many fans you're gonna need. You want it to be fast all the time without overheating. So you're gonna want a nice cooling system. You know. So the main thing is CPU. The second thing is graphic card. Some might say that might be the main thing too. It's like you're gonna have to have a really good graphic card if you gonna be doing what I'm doing. Editing videos, streaming videos, recording videos, because of the processing. Graphic card. CPU. Because you're gonna need CPU to process. The graphic card is gonna be relying on the CPU to process. Uh, and then of course your memory, which is, of course you're gonna need a lot of memory if you're gonna be processing a lot of stuff. You're gonna have to remember the computer has to remember a lot of stuff. So every time you scale up, you pretty much gotta scale up in everything when you're building a computer. So if you don't think you need to spend $1,000 on a CPU and think you can go cheap everything else because that CPU is gonna get burnt out. And you just wasted $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So because it's gonna be super fast overheating, and now you didn't buy the right stuff to complement that expensive, unnecessary piece of shit you just bought. But unless you really did have, you know, you need something like that because you got a whole network, like a team working on the same server. Yeah. Okay, it should be done. Go ahead and start installing this bad boy. See, it's almost lunch already, and I ain't even get this installed yet. That's why I was debating on whether I wanted to do that or not. I think after lunch, I'm gonna, because in 15 minutes this should start installing. I think I'm gonna go to Code Wars, and it should be installed by the time. Yeah, by the time lunch is over, it should be installed. We go to Code Wars and just start playing around because I'm rusty. I haven't wrote in Java in a while, so just play around with those algorithms and just do that, stream that while I do that. They have they ask questions like, matter of fact, let's go there. Yeah, when I'm on the clock, I gotta be streaming. 9 to 5. You know, I take a lunch break just like any other job. Okay. Because even though nobody's watching my live content, you know, because I'm new, nobody knows who I am. It's recording. Like when I press stop, YouTube records all of that shit. It goes in their database, and I don't even have to use my own resources. I mean, eventually I am. I'm gonna use my because I have to take. What I'm gonna do is take that video, download it to my local machine, and process it. You know what I'm saying? So I can stream from this device right here, and then which I'm not. Once I can build my machine, I'm gonna stream from that beast machine. But because that wouldn't make any sense. But sometimes I do like to stream here through here because I got music going, in here. So I'm not really worried about the video quality, all that, because I'm really basically focused on sound at that moment. But anyway, Code Wars. Here we go. CodeWars.com. Like you just pick a language, whether it's Python, Java, JavaScript, Ruby, C Sharp, Go, Kotlin, Shell, SQL, Rust. Yeah, they got they added some stuff. PHP is a good one. If you're working with WordPress, that's a good one to play with. Kotlin is the new language of Android, so that's like a must know now. It's here. It ain't going nowhere. It's replacing Java, but it's not really replacing Java. So I would never recommend someone to build if you want to work in Android and say, nah, don't learn Java. You could just learn. You can do that, but I wouldn't recommend it because Java ain't going nowhere, and it been here way before Kotlin. So I'm just saying, which one you would think depends on your direction. If all you care about is Android apps, I say Kotlin. That's all you care about. But typically, you're not just gonna care about Android apps. Typically, you're gonna want to know. You're gonna be curious. You're like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to know Java. I want to experiment with it. And yeah, it's something about the challenge of that it presents that makes it interesting. Of course, it's redundant. Of course, the code can get retarded just to accomplish one simple task, but that in itself is what makes it attractive to me. The challenge. You know what I'm saying? It's just more challenge. Yeah, I would recommend, yeah, you as a beginner, which one you should learn? Python. That's easy to really like pick up on it. But if you're saying, yo, I want the easy way out, I wouldn't say Java. I'll be like, don't pick Java. If you want the easy way out, don't, because you'll quit. But the funny thing is, once you get used to Java, it makes a lot of sense. You tend to prefer that redundancy because the redundancy keeps you from making a lot of other mistakes that you know, that in other programs that you would easily make, you know. So okay, like this question, they got the code does not execute properly. Try to figure out why. Okay, it says public static double multiply double A double B return A times B. Okay, this is a good question. It says what am I not seeing here? Hold on, first let's start installing Android. What don't I see? Okay, yeah, let me move that. Let me move my watermark. You can see what I'm doing if you want to. A. Uh, is it in, do I have to instantiate? Well, it's instantiated when it says it's a double A and then a double B. I think it's because double is capitalized, double multiply. Yeah, that should be lowercase. It's a typo, right? Float. Yeah. It's not public static double multiply. Whenever you're a double is a integer type, a type of an integer. So, because you got different types, you got a float, you got a double, you got an integer. It's not an integer type. It's an actual data type because an integer is a data type. Excuse my French. So a double, I'm looking at it like, why is double capitalized over and over again? That's a dead giveaway. So just modify it and change double into lowercase double. Submit and see if I got that right. Nope. It says expected return A times B. The freaking semicolon, yo. It's a freaking semicolon. It has nothing to do with that. Why I ain't see that? Gotta have a semicolon at the end of each statement in this function. It's only one statement. The statement is return A times B, but there's no semicolon to close off that statement. So I'm gonna return an error every single time. So I just fixed it. Then the fact that I changed it from lowercase to uppercase didn't even affect it. It didn't matter. It's still gonna read it as double, which is interesting to know. I didn't know that. I thought it was case sensitive. Is it not? Hey, let's do this. Let's do this. I haven't coded in a while, y'all. This is gonna be fun. Okay, and list. Java. Okay, what is your programming experience? I'm going to say learning to program. I'm not gonna. No, I'll say junior developer. I ain't gonna say learning because if I say that, they're gonna think I'm dumb. You would like to receive our newsletter weekly. Like literally, they're gonna be trying to explain to me what a float is. Like, come on, man, I know that. You would like to receive our newsletter with weekly challenges. Yes. I ain't gonna say mid level because mid level is you already done built the application from beginning to finish and you got a product on the market, stuff like that. Junior, you started on a project but you ain't finished it. You kind of got frustrated and you came back to it. You just coming back to code and you've been doing some other stuff. And that's in Java, you know. When it comes to like HTML and CSS, that's a breeze. You would like to receive our newsletter with weekly challenges. Okay. Choose the languages you wish to train on. I would say Java and JavaScript. Those are going to be the main ones. I'm going to definitely need PHP. Where are you? PHP, where are you? I need a PHP. Yeah, you know me. I need a PHP. Yeah, you know me. Ooh, PowerShell. I ain't trying to learn that in here though. You would like to? Nah, I am. You never know. You never know. You would like to receive our newsletter. Yeah, why not? Say, they got a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. At the same time, let me show everyone that I'm still trying to. Oh no! It says uninstall the previous version. Oh, I have it. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Uninstall the previous version. They said it's already installed on this computer, but it's an old version, so I'm just gonna gut this bad boy out and put a fresh gut in there. Who says that? I'm gonna gut this bad boy out and put a fresh gut in there. Like, I just made that up. I had to, because I never heard anybody say that before. Slow motion this side. You know where I get that from? Ralph Smart. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Slow motion this side. What? Slow motion this side. He does that every time. Now you got me doing it. Can I get a hello there? That's how you raise the vibration. Sending you tons and tons of energy. Take that. That's Ralph Smart. I watch every day religiously. I have to watch it. And not enough. You know, Ralph doesn't smoke at all. He doesn't smoke weed. He's a vegan. He just wakes up with grapes in his mouth. That's why I bought an ass of grapes. I want to be like Ralph. About to give me some grapes right now. Oh man. Yeah. I almost well I got a few drops on my keyboard. I had to wipe that off real quick. You know, electricity and water don't mix. I mean they do, but not when it comes to electronics. I mean, technically it does because that's why you drink. I mean, the water is what carries the, yeah. I mean, I don't really like chewing the grape seeds. I don't eat seedless grapes. Hmm? Why not? Well, I mean, the the grapes that have seeds in them are all natural. Seedless grapes, do you know how they get them to be seedless? They shoot them up with some de-sterilized, or they sterilize them. So they shoot it up with a chemical to make it sterile. I don't want to consume that chemical. You understand? Or would you eat? I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it if you're okay with it. You know, it's just it's a mind thing with me. You know, but I like the flavor of the seeded ones anyway. They taste better. They're juicier. They're bigger. They're fatter. And if you don't want to eat meat, it's the best substitute. One of the best substitutes. It helps you actually forget about it for some reason. Every time I have a craving, yep, I just eat grapes. Hmm. It's so good. You'll forget. You'll forget about the meat. You be like, man, meat take that shit tastes nasty. Get that shit out. Get that shit out of here. 7-day vegan challenge. Vegan challenge. You think you can do it? It's, it's weird. They got us on a everyday meat diet, where we eat meat every day. Can you believe that shit? You don't really think about it till you really think about it. Well, let me take that back. You don't really notice it until you really think about it. I mean, it's obvious is that, of course, everybody knows that they eat meat every day, but they don't really think about how absurd that is. Like, if you really think about it, you ask yourself why and what other options are there, and really think about the taste versus the taste of the other options out there. And you be like, what the hell is what the fuck? Like when I was even when I was eating my hamburger, think about it. There was no way you're gonna get me to eat a hamburger. Well, yeah, if I was starving to death, yes, that's the only way. Is to get me to eat a hamburger dry with nothing else, just hamburger meat. There's no way. I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna want to. I have to have lettuce, tomato, ketchup, mustard, as much stuff I can put on it as possible for it to really be a nice, good hamburger. You know. In other words, the stuff that I use to complement that hamburger is good by itself. It doesn't need anything. Like grapes, you just pluck them off the vine. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, yo, it's good. You ain't gotta cook it, nothing. Just eat it raw while it's alive. And the plant be like, sure, go ahead. You can pluck me and eat me all day. I'm fine. You're not hurting nature. This is what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? But a chicken, you ever tried to catch a chicken to cut its head off so you can eat it? I'm just saying. Have you ever seen it done? That chicken be running for its life. Like, yo, I don't want to get ate. I don't want to get ate. But you want to eat the motherfucker anyway. I'm just saying. Think about that. When you really think about that, you start to just be like, this is some insane shit. This is some kind of sci-fi Twilight Zone movie we live in, where everybody's forced to eat meat every day, and they're not even forced anymore. It's to the point where they can't think about anything besides meat. And come to find out, plant-based protein is just as good as fat protein from animals. So it's really a myth that you gotta have meat so you can get your protein. You can gain weight from eating plant-based foods. I mean, you ain't gonna get obese from it, but that's a good thing, right? You can eat as much as you want without getting fat. I'm just saying. That's another clue, indicator that we ain't supposed to be eating meat. Ain't that how the COVID-19 broke out? Mo's eating bat soup. Bat soup. They showed it. It's like and you can see the bat, and it has his body open up, in the bowl, and then they had the soup. And it looks raw. The bat ain't even fully cooked. It's just that's it's disgusting. It's raw. But they eat that on a regular. Fucking gross, man. It's fucking gross. Fucking nasty. That's what when I curse. I don't like to curse often, but when I curse, it means it's just ugh, that whatever it is I'm thinking about, it's that gross. Well, I had to use the F word. Bat soup, bat soup. Not not noodles in the shape of bats. No, no, actual real damn near live bat soup. The shit was just not even half cooked. You know what I'm saying? Just boiled, a little boiled. Yo, I'm gonna look it up so you see the image. It's just got it's fucking gross. Oh shit. Ralph, he showed it. He showed the image of the bat soup that the dude was eating. I know, right? A bat isn't a bat like a flying rat. I mean, that's how I check. That's what the fuck it is. It's a flying rodent. It's a mouse with. It's a fucking mouse with wings. A rat with wings. That's what it is. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's a hybrid animal that's some mad scientist in the lab was fucking around with some birds and some rats and you know and form this creature. I don't know. Maybe it is. Here you go right here. Fruit hat with coconut milk. Bat soup didn't cause the Wuhan virus. Oh, that's the first thing that pops up. Man, I don't give a fuck. I want to see the bat soup. They got bat wing soup. Why you what you want? Here you go. And this is the image he showed. And it's the first thing that pop up. You gotta go on my site to really see it. But it looks fucking gross. You think me telling you it's no. You gotta see for yourself. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see those images? They kind of. You could probably go on. Well, you can actually. I'm live. I'm streaming this. Can you see that? You can see the head, and then it's got his body open, and you can see the guts of the bat. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah. It's and if you can see it the way I can see it on the big screen, it's like what the fuck. They got one picture with the bat laid this way and with his ass in the suit, look like he's just shitting, taking a shit in the suit. That's what it looks like. Like he died while he was taking a shit in the suit, shitting and pissing. It do. It looks like that. There's this image right here. I'm streaming it, so I'm not making this shit up. And it's got a picture of her eating it. She's like, got it in her mouth. She got this big ass. Like, what the fuck? First of all, why is she using, what are those things called? The things that they like to eat with the two sticks? The something, chopsticks? She got these two chopsticks. Like, what do you need chopsticks for to eat a bat? I mean, if you're gonna eat a bat, right? Think about it, cause chopsticks are supposed to be elegant and I don't need a fork. I'm using a chopstick. And then you gonna whip out this ghetto ass bat. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you couldn't find nothing better to eat. No. I would rather them eat. Yo, I prefer cat or dog. If I had a choice, think about it. Think about it. You had to choose cat, dog, or bat. Which one? You gonna eat the cat? You gonna eat the cat? You gonna eat the cat? You're not gonna eat the dog, but you gonna eat the cat. You're like fuck it. Oh, so you just rather eat a bat then? I'm just that's my point. That's my point. I don't know that this bat looks like more like a puppy with wings, and it looks like yo man, who created this thing and why? Like this thing looks like it was tortured to death. Like it cooked it alive. The way they opened it up, and it's all hairy and shit. They talking about this didn't cause a COVID-19. Like hell it did. You're eating some shit that's a freaking vampire in vampire movies. Probably tastes like chicken. Man, everything tastes like chicken. I don't think I taste like chicken. I said I don't think I taste like chicken. Then again, I ate so much chicken. I don't know what I taste like. Man, humans probably taste gross. Because we eat so much toxic shit. It's like who would want to eat a person? It's fucking gross. An animal probably wouldn't even eat it. He'd probably chew on and be like, yo, this spit us out. This motherfucker is nasty. I'm saying. We got the nastiest shit. Human shit is worse than dog shit. Yes, I would rather smell a dog shit than somebody else's shit, yet alone my own. For real. They got a lot of bat suits, man. And the universe said we ain't supposed to be eating bats. Just stop that shit. Stop that shit. That's why we have the COVID-19. Not in America, in China. No offense to China. No offense. No offense. But that's what they were doing. Now, I'm not saying that that's the cause of the outbreak. I don't know that for sure. Like, you gotta be able to prove that. And how can you? You know, even if it was true, there's no way to really. You can't prove that. You know, they don't even know how to test for this thing. Like they're like uh, guesswork. These grapes taste good. These grapes, they're good. This junk still installing. It's 12:20. I ain't even get to take a break. Okay, let me. I ain't even do this. A square of squares. You like building blocks. You especially like building blocks that are squares. And what you even like more is to arrange them into a square of square building blocks. However, sometimes you can't arrange them into a square. Instead, you end up with an ordinary rectangle. These blasted things. If you just had a way to know whether you're currently working in vain, wait. That's it. You just have to check if your number of building blocks is a perfect square. Oh, that's easy. Okay, okay, okay. I'm about to say, y'all about to piss me off with all these unnecessary details, man. Taz, given an integral number, determine if it's a square number. I guess they do that just to make it sound like it's realistic. Like you really need to do this on the job. In mathematics, a square number or perfect square is an integer that is the square of an integer. In other words, it is the product of some integer with itself. Hmm. It is the product of some integer with itself. In mathematics, a square number. Oh, they trying to tell me what is. I know what a square number is. Trying to read this makes me confused though. Square number or perfect square is a number that is times itself. I know like 2 times 2, 4 times 4, 5 times 5. It's the product of some integer with itself. So basically all you gotta do is see if the other integer matches the other integer that's being multiplied with. If they're equal, okay, so you're gonna check to see if they're equal. If they're not, then it's not a perfect square. If they are, then it's a perfect square. Bam. The test will always use some integral number, so don't worry about that in dynamic type languages. Okay, cool. -1 is equal to false, 0 is equal to true, 3 is equal to false, 4 is equal to true. Okay, 4 is a perfect square because 2 times 2 is so they want me to check the number and see if the number is a perfect. Okay. How the fuck am I supposed to do that? Any number? You are automatically given an allegiance with anyone who is in the same clan as you. You can also become allies with other warriors by following each other or inviting the warriors. Thanks for the explanation. Hold on. First of all, can I? Oh, okay, okay. I gotta click on train. If I could skip that if I wanted to. These are called katas. It's like they give you these little programmable questions, and you gotta, you know, see if you can solve the problem. And it's really good to help get you brushed up and coding when you have to do like a real project, and it's just good to know how to navigate through the language like you need to and test like your speed. You like building blocks? Yeah, okay. I already read all that bullshit. Task given it okay. Given an integral number, determine its square. It's a square. The test will always use some integral number. Hmm. Oh, you can just use a square function. Public square is square integer. I return true. Fix me. So basically, in this statement, I gotta do something to that number. I probably gotta run it through some squaring function, right? I'm pretty sure Java has that somewhere. I know they do, and it's probably gonna be the math function, like the math class, coming from the math class, so I probably have to like call it like math dot square bracket and then whatever I'm trying to square, which is integer n, which is already defined. N is already defined as an integer. So, quickest way to do that is just type in Java square n. That's it. Just type that in, see what happens. Java, how to square number. Java, program or sum of squares of first in natural numbers. Java program for calculating square of a number. Let's type in the first one and see what this is. That's the thing about Java. It's hard to find stuff for it sometimes because a lot of people don't fuck with it. And the people who do, they don't really share the information. They're usually using it for some project. But anyway, let's see. In my opinion, from what I see. Okay, math dot integer squared equals I times I. In this example, if you print the value of square, it will be 4. Square a number with the math.pal method. Here's how you call the math.pal method. Integer squared equals math.pal I, comma 2. Integer I equals 2. Hold on. Here's how you call the math.pal method to square. When they say to square it, they mean to make it into 4. So they say, oh, okay, that would turn it into 4. But I'm trying to do the other way around. I want to more power multiplies. In general, I just multiply the number by itself to get the square value. But the advantage of the math.pal method is that once you know how to use it, you can easily cube a number like this. Integer I equals 2. Okay, that's a power function. I need a square function. So what I need to do is probably type in something different, like Java square function. Alright, see, they got something like that where I could just square the number to see if it's a square. If it's not, then it'll. Well, what's the opposite of, oh, square root? Square root. I need to find the square root. Okay. My goodness. Why you ain't say nothing? Whatever, man. You could have told me that. I need the square root. Freaking square root. That's why. Okay, yeah, everything's popping up now. Cause I'm like, I know people like, well, square. This is something times something. N times n is squared. Square root. Bang, and then the value whose square root is to be returned. Okay. if the square root is equal to n, then is n the number. n n represents any integer, any number that the person inputs. The square root function is going to take that number and find the square root. Then I'm going to take that value, right? And then this is algorithm. First, I'm going to find the square root of the number. Find out, okay, whatever value that number is, I'm going to check to see if it's equal to n, the number that they input. If that's the case, then it's true. The number is um, um, a perfect square, right? The number is a perfect square. If not, then it's not. Boom, that'll solve that problem. So now I go back to, so you have to do the logic in your head first. You have to do, so that's 3 steps. So that should be at least 3 lines of code, right? I mean, not technically because there's shortcuts, but it's always good to write those 3 lines of codes out and then shortcut it if you can abbreviate it. But so I just go back to the problem, and then I say, okay, what do we want to do? We want to take n and we want to say, okay, hold on, how does this? Yeah, we're gonna. How does this thing look again? Math dot square root. Boom. The way they did it was system.print. You're going to have to import java.lang.math. That's probably going to already be in there. I already know that, but okay. We're going to instantiate something. Okay. All right, this is what we're going to do. You're going to say, I think you could do it like this, right? You could say integer this is the number integer square root, integer square root. You're gonna set that equal to I haven't done Java in a while, so I'm making sure I'm instantiate things right. Let me look down here. You don't have any sample creating a variable, but anyway, I think I'm doing it right. You have integer, the name of the actual thing, and then you're going to say that that's equal to math dot square root parentheses n. All right, and integer square root is equal to the square root. That's basically what I'm saying when I wrote that statement. Boom. So I found the square. Now that I know, okay, so now I'm gonna say if I gotta write an if statement. If I ain't wrote this if statement in a minute. I just let me look and see how this thing look, because the syntax is important. Okay, so this is simple though. If I forgot something, I just say Java if statement. If equals, because that's basically what I'm trying to do. If equals, and but it's a condition statement. Now I'm telling the computer to check to see if these are things are equal. If they're equal, then yes, return true. If not, false. That should be the answer. I submit that, and I should get a green light. If it's a red light, then I did something wrong, either the syntax or the logic. More than likely, it's the syntax. That's why they always tell you to go through the logic first. The logic is step by step in your head. So really technically, I should have wrote it down. But yeah, that's how. That's why I say people say computer programming is hard. No, it's not. It's tedious. That's what's hard about it. Nobody wants to sit down and do something that tedious over and over and over again, you know. And each problem is never the same. They're always different. They're variations of different retarded problems. Okay, I'm sitting up here talking. All right. What is equals in if Java if statement string equals. All right, let's just try. Let's just search Java if statement. Computer freezing up on me. I mean, it's time to take a break. Not until I solve this kata. How to write Java if statement. There we go. I'm about to turn this fan back on. This is boring. Actually, it's kind of fun though. Oh, I forgot I was still installing I was still installing Android. Oh, they changed it. It looks different now. Cool. Wow, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Beautiful. I'm glad they changed it. I was getting tired of the other look. That one looks better. Mhm. Skip. Oh boy. 888. What? I think I'm gonna plant some of these grapes outside. See if they grow. Oh baby. Why? Why you react like that? Like, oh my god. Oh, you talking about something? I was wondering. I'm like, I know why react that over me planting grapes? All right. How do I? Why is this thing? It's frozen. Oh, it's because of Android Studio. See, that's why I need a new computer, a faster computer. even though this, it does what it can, it still can't measure up to the demands of 2020. So don't worry, I'm going to turn that into like um, I'm gonna hook you up, baby. I don't know. I would never know. I wouldn't. Like what? Yeah, I mean, depends. Lately, I just been buying T-shirts. If I was gonna dress up, I'll dress up. Like I said, it just depends. Depends on the time, the shirt, the money, the price. Still installing Android Studio. I told you this shit take long, man. Android SDK, Android SDK platform. See, this is the trick. Let me not. The collection of Android platform APIs, tools, and utilities that enables you to power your apps. The setup wizard will update your current SDK installation or install a new version. Alright, let's hit next. Don't even mess with nothing. An existing Android SDK was detected. The setup wizard will only. Okay, good. See the other one they had. It would install every time you install it. It'll install a new SDK. Every time you install this program or try to uninstall it. Because I was thinking, okay, I'll uninstall it. So forgetting that the old SDK is still on there. So then what it'll do is it'll store another SDK. So if by the fifth time, sixth time that I've uninstalled the program, thinking, man, it's like a snowball effect. I'm thinking, man, my computer's slow, so let me uninstall it and then reinstall it, right? It's gonna make it even slower because it was installing a brand new SDK each time, making it even slower. Till one day I decided, okay, I needed to just delete the SDKs that were on there. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just clicking like next, click next, not reading. That's why they say you should read everything. $32. $32.30. So I'm on my neck. 32.30. What's on my neck? Did I get bit? Right there. Man, it hurts bad too. What the fuck is that? Is there something? I can't see. Yeah, that right here. I need to get my song. It hurts. That's probably what's causing that funny feeling right here. Like, it's weird. It's like a nerve. Like it's connected to some shit. $32.30. I think it's a 30 now. 32 weighs 30 now. I think 32. Hold on, what's 30 inches? 12 going to 35. less than 3 feet. Yeah, I'm not running, so yeah, about that. 32, 30. I know my waist is 32, and my pants is, I mean, my length is 30. Like a medium, large, depending on what kind of shirt. The t-shirt would be medium. Polo shirt would probably be like large, not an extra large, because of my length, my height. I don't want it to be like my stomach showing. Nah, it's just the length. It'd be like if sometimes when I get a medium shirt, especially after I wash it, it's always gonna get shorter, and then it'd be too high. Yeah, but it's still gonna get short either way. It ain't gonna shrink, but it's going. You can't avoid the inevitable shrinkage. I ain't talking about the super shrinkage. Just talking about just like in general, it's gonna shrink up a little bit. Oh, you just gonna give me a shirt? Jeans? How come? I said, how come? Oh, no. What kind of jeans? Polo jeans? Yeah, I weigh 32, 30. I don't know. I actually need some dress clothes. I mean, I have to see it. I don't know how it look. Huh. I'm trying to think. Now that I'm thinking about clothes, what I really need is a suit. But that's expensive. A suit. Like a professional suit, like something that you wear. Let's say I'm going for a bank loan or to get the appraisal for my business. And I just want to look, or I want to do a video and look professional, and I don't want to. But that's gotta be tailored. Like you can't just you know. Well, I can get my measurements. I can go get my measurements, right? Cause that's all they're gonna do is measure you, and then they write the measurements down. So I can go get measured. I need to do all of that. So I should be out today doing stuff, but I just decided to go ahead and do this. I still gotta go to I gotta go all the way to the Bronx for that shit. Or I can go to Harlem and do it. appreciate that. And of course, I know what you want. I know. You want me to come there, and listen. I'm not opposed to it at all. It's just, what time is it? This guy's supposed to be Matter of fact, who is delivering my stuff? Let's see. I hope it ain't UPS. It's supposed to come today. It wasn't shit yesterday, so it's probably gonna be a hold up because I need it. No, they say it's out for delivery right now, so please don't be UPS. Just don't be UPS. Delivered by Amazon, thank God. So that means I'm gonna get it today. Between 2:30 and 5:30, it's probably gonna be that lady. She kind of slow, man. She's always on the phone. That's arriving Monday. I can't wait till my fan get here. Keep some circulation up in this bad boy. Cause this fan that I'm using is it's not my fan. I'm surprised it's even in here. It must not be hot in here. It rained last night. I'm gonna make it out there. What's today? Today Thursday? Yeah, I'm gonna make it out there. I'm not this weekend, but I'm gonna try to make it next weekend. I just don't know what's gonna, you know what I mean? I don't know what might pop up in the midst of me doing things, because things change. But I definitely do want to make it out there. Spend like, for the weekend and stuff. Yeah, I like the country. It's the country. It's the country. Y'all really believe y'all in the city? It's not even Philly. That's not even Philly. That's the city. What the hell? Wilkes-Barre? There's no such thing as a city called Wilkes-Barre. It can only be a town. The name sounds like a town. Wilkes-Barre town. Welcome to Wilkes-Barre. We're all family here. As soon as you move in, people knock on your door, bring you pies. Hi, welcome to the neighborhood. Oh, yeah. Would you like some Wilkes-Barre pie? Well, y'all don't have the accent. I know. It's not like the South. It's not like the South, but it is wooded area. It's wooded territory. It's in the woods. Do you see trees when you look out the window? Okay. Yeah. I ain't talking about like like one tree there, one tree there. I'm talking about like you see a bunch of trees like somewhere off in the far. Um, so it's the suburbs. It's the suburbs. The suburbs is actually in the country. Believe it or not, it's in the woods. It's like it makes you think you're not in the woods because you're in the suburbs, but soon as you like travel out of it, it's like, oh yeah, this shit is in the woods. Surrounded by woods. I mean, technically everything is surrounded by woods somewhere, even in the city. But not really, because it's a concrete jungle. So, well, y'all don't. If it's not a concrete jungle, then it's not the city. It's a town. Concrete jungle. A concrete jungle. That means like everywhere you go is concrete. Buildings. It's like that there. I'm not talking about this. You talking about the street. I ain't talking about just the street. I'm talking about like it's bridges here, bridges there, all of that. How big is the bridge? I ain't talking about them little small bridges that's going over a little stream. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about real bridges that people like. It got travel. You gotta pay a toll. Listen, everybody has a bridge. You can find a bridge somewhere in freaking Amazon, in the Brazil rainforest. You'll find a bridge, but what type of bridge is it? Is it even a secure bridge? How is the what they call that? Whenever they talk about the infrastructure of the roads. Country. There you go. No traffic. The roads should be fucked up. Should be holes, potholes everywhere. Just always construction going on. Sirens. Ain't no sirens. Ain't no siren. You ain't any sirens. I don't hear them. Where they at? You ain't in the city. You ain't in the city. In the city, there's always sirens. Always. Gunshots. That's country. Ain't no gunshots in the city like that. I mean, they do, but that means somebody actually got killed. Down out there, it's like you don't know. Maybe they was shooting in the air. You know, maybe somebody got shot. Out here, niggas ain't gonna shoot in the air because they ain't trying to go to jail. They gonna bust their gun because they need to. You know what I'm saying? So you hear it, somebody got killed. Somebody just got clipped. For real, for real. And then out there, they got more guns. It's easier to get them. So, and they cheaper, right? So that's not the city. In Philly, it'd be harder to get a gun. It'd be more expensive. You actually travel outside of Philly, like Wilkes-Barre, go to a gun and night show. Then you come back to Philly. You are in the country. I'm sorry. You just gotta admit that. Why everybody that's not from the city wanna claim that their city is just like no. I don't get that. What's the point? If I was in the country, I'll be proud that I'm a country citizen. And I don't want nobody coming to my town changing stuff. I'm like, I don't want you city slickers here with your beer and your cigarettes, your Newports. We smoke Marlboro. Let me stop. Senecas. Every now and again, we might smoke a Camel. Let me stop. But it's true. Ugh. Did you look up what's in a cigarette before? Have you ever read it? Nah, you just gotta read it for yourself. I don't want to spoil everything. It still remember my. Give me a pack of Dutchess. Give me a pack of Dutchess. Do y'all sell raw? Do they use raw paper out there? Not the city. Do they use Fanta? Do they sell Fanta? Fanta? Do you know what Fanta is? Yeah. See, you are not in the city. Sorry. Exactly, because they ain't got no choice. They don't know nothing about no Fronta. So I already know I would have to bring my own Fronta because there ain't no store nearby gonna sell it. But good enough, they do, like when they sell Fronta here, they sell it in a nice bag to where it lasts. You could make it last longer than a week. Like I had my Fronta for like a whole week, 2 weeks before I gotta get some more. Just like this. So it's like they usually sell it in a plastic bag. Like, I mean, of course it's more than that, but you know, I didn't cut it up. Oh, so they do sell that. They sell Fronta. So I might get a whole, like a batch of it and just sell that shit down there. I mean, out there, if they don't, well, I mean, who's gonna buy it because they don't really fuck with it like that. You gotta get them hooked on it for a while, you know. Yeah, I don't use that. Yeah, I used to roll them Dutches and stuff like that. I graduated. I forgot what I was doing. I got distracted. Okay. Oh yeah, I was installing this at the same time. I was killing some time trying to solve this problem that I could have been solved this. Oh, the if statement, and then the computer kind of froze up because I was in the middle of installing Android Studio. Okay, all right. Everything is on schedule as long as Android Studio gets, because I really like to do these katas in my own local machine. Like right now I can just do it online and solve it, but it's just better to test it before you submit your answer, so you can make it look like you ain't getting nothing wrong. So yeah. Put some music since it's so boring. Oops, let's go live. First of all, is FL Studio still open? No, it is not. First of all, why is the Bluetooth still on? There we go. Alright, just want to make sure that the music wasn't too. It was extremely loud. The only problem is I need these headphones on. Oh, I forgot my camera is live, but it's not on. It's not covered. My webcam. I'm going to make this moolah. I'm going to make this moolah. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna change it back to where I had it, just like that. That's pretty cool. Like, I can actually see myself. You know my video's still streaming, right? Yeah, you can go on there right now. I'm still streaming live. I got the mic on too. It can pick up my voice. I just turned the music on. I can't hear it because I have it turned down in the speakers. But it can pick up. I can hear it here. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna loop that. I already got it on the wax because it's live. Can't. Let me see if I can do this. Got two headphones at the same damn time. I got two headphones. Alright. I got two headphones at the same damn time. Oh, they at the same damn time. Same damn time. And they big headphones too. Makes no sense. That LED light in the back, that's the camera, that's my camera. Well, one is so I can hear the keyboard. The other one is so I can hear you. See if I can get it on without touching it. This actually works. It doesn't look very conventional. You know, I look like E.T. or something. But I can hear it. You know what? I think I should be confident. I think I should just roast people. I enjoy like picking. I grew up picking on my sisters a lot, you know. My brother was 5 years older than me. My other brother was 13, other one was 12, so yeah, I can't pick on them. They beat my ass. So I just had my sisters to pick on. Classmates. And yeah, I picked a lot. Can't help it. And I think I still have that in me. And I can use that to humor people, you know? Just talk about some people and be like, yo, check this out. Tell me what you think. If you have any comments, you can comment below, or you can like and subscribe. You know, I get to say those things. You know how YouTubers always say that. I'm gonna say that. And if you don't like, then you already know what you can do. Watching it, you will be able to hear the music on this sound. That's kind of that mic is gonna pick that up. But yeah, that sounded pretty good. It sounded like something like dance music. Computer still slow? Still waiting? Well, I'm telling you, Android Studio is a piece of work. This is 111. And finally, it's alive, y'all. It's alive. There it goes. It's hesitating, but it's there. It's there. It's on the big screen now. Everybody can see. The whole world could see. Yeah, you see my code. I wrote that code all by myself. Sorry, I ain't doing it by myself. I copied somebody else's code, but I mean, it's still original. I had to edit it and modify it to my liking. You know, public class player. Oh, okay. I forgot what. I don't even know what this is for. Apparently, this is for the actual media player that's supposed to be on the app, and I made a class for. I wrote a class for it, so I could actually. I missed this. I ain't right, yo. I ain't been on this in a minute. Okay, we gonna get to it. Setup SDK. Module SDK is not defined. Setup SDK. Configure. Looking for JDKs. I don't even know what they're talking about. API 30 platform. Release. Which one should I get? This? All of them? Just click configure. Or I probably should just click OK. Alright. Module SDK is not defined. Now it is. Booyah! I get what they're saying now after the fact. Okay, let's go ahead and open this thing up over here on the side, the side panel. I think it's project folder. Yeah, let me look at the project folder. That's resource manager, project, build variables. Favorite. So this is where yeah, see how slow this thing is, mad choppy. There's no way I could stream and then be trying to code on here at the same time. It just be too not. People be like, yo man, you need to fix. I wouldn't even get the end of that. That's all I would hear is, man, you need to fix your internet. I'm like, nah, it ain't my internet, it's my computer. My CPU is slow. You know, I got Verizon Fios. Like straight up. Oh, you ain't sent it yet. Bum 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 bum. That's when a beat will drop. think that's gonna be my theme song for my show right there. Some tech dance house music. Get you all excited. Just like drop your expectations. Like, yeah, I know you think it's gonna be a fun show, but actually it's just gonna be boring. Be talking about coding and the difference between a string variable and an integer variable, and what you have to do. Come on, y'all. Let's do this. Created by Paul on January the 29th, 2018. God dog, that if I stayed on this project, I probably would have had something. Ain't no probably I would have. This time I ain't gonna back down this time. I'm gonna see it all the way through this time. Okay. Oh, my bad. What are you doing? Yo, I can't wait till they bring my microphone stand. It's gonna be so grand. And I didn't get yelled out of that. This better not be no skinny jeans. I said it better not be no skinny jeans. God damn, why you throw so much? For that? I really like the construction work that we use. What's with the... I don't really wear jeans like that though. Like cargo. I like stuff with pockets and stuff. Even though I probably need some jeans, but I just don't wear. I don't know. I haven't had jeans in a while. Yeah, I do, but I don't. What's so special about those? Like, what the is up? Just because they have a name? Like, that's the kind of money you spend on, like, dress clothes, like, business attire, not fucking jeans that you gonna do some construction work in. That's what they're for. I'm just saying, that's what they are for. Jeans are not for, like, casual. They're not casual wear. That's work. Those are work. That's what they're made for. But I guess it's a fashion thing now. I'm just not a fashion type of guy. You say they have suits? Yeah, but I don't know too many about like what's the right, but I could probably imagine if they jeans overpriced, that their suits are probably overpriced too. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. I got some shorts on right now. For casual, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, with that kind of money, I'd rather you get something like fucking microphone or some shit. Like something that would actually complement the business. Let me see what you trying to do right now. Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, I'm lost. I'm trying to do stuff and then I got stuff. Okay, Android's installed. It was already installed, but I didn't know that. I had used it so long. It's just, why? I'm trying to go back to the video and show you these shorts I got right here. I got clothes. Um, I don't know. Let me think. Let me think. What do I need? A CPU. That's the thing I need. Some parts for my computer. Um, some parts for my computer. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up. Just give me a huh? Alright. I'm gonna take a break. I'm about to eat some, fix something to eat, and then get back in the studio. Alright. Okay. I was on the phone. I am still streaming. Indexing Damon started successfully. See, this is the thing about. Oh, you can't see it. Let me show you. This is the thing about Android. So see this? It says indexing. It's still indexing. Like Damon started successfully 6 minutes ago. Like it's always doing something while you're trying to like do stuff. Code. As you're making changes, there's these things that's going on. That indexing means it's still trying to index this application. I don't know why it hasn't done it yet already. But it's taking a while. And this is why I need to. It's CPU. And don't get me wrong, you don't have to have a super fast computer to run this. It's just if you're trying to run this and stream at the same time, OBS Studio, you get what I mean? That's when it starts to become an issue. So yeah, I need these computer parts. Yeah, she was talking about buying some expensive ass jeans. Like what, really? Like I don't need no expensive jeans. Give me an expensive gun. It's like I'm just joking. I don't need a gun either, but I'm just saying, get me like a a graphic card or something. Well, that's even more expensive, but you know what I'm saying. Don't spend $500 on clothes. Spend $500 on some computer parts. And yeah, you got my attention 100%. Now you got me. Now you got me like, okay, that was I might need you in my life, but I don't mean it like that. Should never use someone for parts, for computer parts. But I mean, you offer it. I'm like, why? I don't know. Should you accept gifts from someone if you're not in a relationship with them and you know that they clearly do want a relationship, but you are not ready for that, or you're not interested on that level? Maybe you would be. You don't even know, but you definitely not. You know you're not at now. I think that's a danger zone. You got to be careful accepting gifts and things from people, because that could be their way in trying to get you to be in a relationship with them, and that is just not smart, to be in a relationship based on material, what a person can do for me. You got to be in a relationship because you enjoy being around that person, and you will never know that until you get around that person, and then be like, okay, and then what if you've already accept stuff from them, and then you get around them and you're like, oh no, ain't no way in hell this is gonna work. I can't. I'm not feeling you like that. And then you get what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna know. Yeah. You're just not gonna know. The only way you're gonna know is if you actually put yourself through that. And I'm just at that point in my life where I don't have the energy for that kind of stuff, like relationships and, oh, do you love me? I love you. And then I ain't got the energy for that. You know what I'm saying? Do I have energy? Oh, I got lots of energy, but I just don't have energy for that bullshit. Because the 1 minute a woman would be saying this and this and that, and 9 times out of 10 she's full of shit. She ain't got it. She don't want to do nothing. She'll bait you, but once she got you, it's just like, oh, I already got you. And then now you like, what the fuck? Like, I might as well go mess with some other woman. You know what I'm saying? But then now you're a dog because you don't want to put up with her or her giving up on a relationship but still wanting to be in a relationship type bullshit, So, yeah. You go through these things, and then, yeah. So I'm going to just pause this video because I think I did enough. I recorded me installing this long-ass program, which I'm probably going to have to definitely delete a large portion of this video, edit out the audio, and all of that bullshiznick, because, I don't want no cursing in my stream, so I have to work on that. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and solve this problem while we at it. Okay, so we got our integer. We want to write an if statement. Let's just see if I can remember what an if statement. I know we had to. Let's just do this. If this is what I do know. I know that in the if statement you have to do this. And then I want to know is if they've already been instantiated, so I want to know if square root is equal to n, return true. This right here, this goes here. So I think that's all you have to do. You don't really have to put else because it's only gonna return true. You only needed to return true, right? You're trying to find out all of your squares. So if it's not, let's just test it. See. Okay, something went wrong. It says variable square root, symbols, variable square root, location class square, two errors. Okay, so I didn't probably do that right. I didn't instantiate this correctly. So let's just go here and see how to use this properly. I just didn't use the method properly. So okay, instantiate uh, variable in class or in it, and just put instantiate variable and see what pops up. Let's see. I know enough to know what words to use and what kind of lingo to type in. Like if you don't know anything about instantiate, then yeah. So Java always allows you to initialize a variable on the same statement that declares the variable. To do that, you use an initializer, which has the following. Oh, I should have. Okay, okay. Form type name equals expression. In fact, the initializer lets you combine a declaration and an assignment. So I did that right? Integer name equals the expression. How to initialize variables in Java. What about the math? Okay. Math using the math dot square function or method. See, that's another thing. I need to stay off the phone because that's a huge distraction. I could have got a lot done if I wasn't on the phone. It's a huge distraction. I spent like 2-3 hours wasting time doing that. The Java lane math. Whose square root is a okay, you notice right here it says double and then it has a. Now does it have to be a double or can it be an integer? I'm pretty sure it can square integer, right? So they're just using double. Result equals math dot square root. Okay, I used it properly. All right, let's see. What the hell did I do wrong? It's saying my code is wrong. It's saying, okay, square.java error, incompatible types, possibly lossy conversion from double to integer. Exactly. So that's the problem. It has to be a double. So I need to convert. So I need to say double. This has to be a double. Number one, double square root is equal to math dot square root number, and this is gonna be a, but then I'm gonna need to say, I'm gonna want to convert that, so I'm gonna say square root. Ooh, I spelled this wrong too. This is another thing. This is another thing I did wrong. Square root I can convert it here, or I could just say go ahead and convert it first and say now square root, oops, just to kind of, so I can see what I'm doing, is equal, oops, and assign this to a converting the double to, so the next thing I want to do is convert oops, double, come on, oops, convert a double to a integer, Java. And the first thing that pops up is gonna be the solution for this thing, and then I could go ahead and quit. I like these things. I think I'm gonna do this a lot. I'm gonna do this every day because it's actually really good training and it's fun. I like doing it. Like when you finally submit your answer and you get it right, man, it feels so good. It's okay. Integer value. Oh, okay. See, okay. I use this method, the integer value method, using the double. Let's see how they did this. Double data equals boom. Integer value equals int that. Oh, okay. Oh, so that's all you gotta do. Oh yeah, because remember you have to call the data type before you do this. So I have to create an integer value instead of trying to convert it. I just create an integer value. Okay. So I just come here because it does convert, but I could try it. I could try it first just to see what happens. Let's come here. Oops. Right? I don't have to really convert it there. I could just say if square root parentheses and just put int right in front of square root. Test it now and see what happens. Okay, missing. I think I accidentally did something. Missing one of these. Yeah, I clicked the button and accidentally. Hold on, let's see this. One, two. Supposed to be another one because it's 1, 2, 3. It should be 3 of these. One for the whole class, one for this whole function, and then one for the if statement. Yeah, but it's not letting me do nothing. What's up with this? Shit is freezing up, yo. Okay, let's go here. I had a feeling I did that when something happened like that. No. This is wrong. It needs to be 1, 2, 3 of these kind. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. 1, 2. What did I delete is what I want to know. Let's go back to where it was before I started deleting stuff. I deleted this. Missing return statement. if this such and such and such, so the if statement has to be the return statement has to be why is it not detecting the if statement? Hold on, let's just try this again. It's saying the same thing. Missing return statement. So it's saying that this return statement maybe the if statement has to be outside of this function. Since the return statement has to be outside of, how did they have it written in there the first time? Ooh, I ain't mean attempt it. No, don't attempt. Just test. Yeah, that ain't gonna be right. Let me just write everything over. Let's reset it. How do you reset it? Reset, yeah. Click reset. Yes, do it. Do it. Okay, fix me. You got return, right? Return true inside of here. And I'm gonna say, alright. If no. Before I do the if statement, I'm gonna have to do what did I do? Squared it. Yeah, squared. It's squared. So let's just say energy double. Oh yeah, that is. It has to be a double in order to get the. That's why it's not working. See how it says if integer equals expected. That's wrong. That's wrong. Alright, first of all, n has to be converted into a double. So what I would need to do first is say double result is equal to math dot square root and I'm gonna put double inside these parentheses and oh, I think in order to do this first I needed to get okay, this is what I can do. I can say number double number, alright, is equal to, or I could just say input. Let's just say input. Double input is equal to this is how they showed it in an example for the integer, so I'm just gonna do it like this and then close that. Create a value for that variable for that, and then for the result I would just take and instead of doing all of this I would just put the number Input. My bad, input. Alright, and then close that off with a semicolon, and then now it's like, okay, if the input is equal to result, then I want it to return true. I don't think I need curly braces. Let's just see. Do I? Test. I think I do with the if condition, if statement. It's gonna spit out an if statement error. Yeah, it's gonna say missing return statement. Return true. Else, I would want it to return false. I think, I don't know. Missing return statement. So it does have to. Yeah, it's gonna be wrong because it's just gonna say return false. But why? That's weird. Like, what am I supposed to do? Alright. It's the confusing thing about Java. The syntax stuff is weird because it's like, okay, I'm saying if these things are equal, return true. Or should I just say else, return false? Else. Else. Oops. Should say false. But was false. Else return false. That's weird. If input is equal, return true, but then they say, well, they missing the statement when I, okay. Maybe the return true has to be outside of this thing, which makes no sense, but I'm gonna try it. Oh, I know what to do. It says negative numbers aren't square numbers, expected false, but what's true. See? That means it's returning everything true here. You know what? That's why the if statement has to go where I put it, right? Inside the function. What's really going on here? I gotta be back. Alright. Okay, so what's going on here? We have this function. We declared our variables. We have if the input is equal to the result, return true. Else false. Instructions. Unlock solution. Discuss. Look at the discussion. See what's going on here. Go to trace. Stack trace. That page is slowing down. Your browser would like. What would you like to do? Let's wait. It's because I'm streaming. Oh yeah, let me close Android Studio. That's what's slowing everything down. I'm not using it right now. I'll set that up for another day. Yeah, see how slow this thing makes everything? That OBS Studio streaming, yeah, that's gonna slow up everything with this computer. Can't remember but so much. You only got 4 gig RAM, so it really ain't the CPU. It's just it can only remember so much at a time. And it still failed to build the thing. Yeah, Android Studio is a pain in the ass. Pain in the Adam's apple. It's a pain. It's a pain. Okay, what? Yo, what the hell happened to my Carter, yo? All that progress. Oh. Let's go back to where I was just at. Hey man, just for this thing to close, it just stupid. Can you imagine I'm in the middle of the stream with a bunch of people? Ain't no way. That'd be so embarrassing. Oh man, my computer's too slow. That's embarrassing. They're like, well, you should have thought about that before you got us all hyped up about your little class or your little study session. Okay, here we go. So it needs to return true, right? So I'm saying if such and such and such, return true. Or I could say Boolean. I could say if input is equal to result, right? I could say if Boolean it's result, but let's true or false. If Boolean, I'm trying to figure out a name for this thing. Answer equals true. So if input is equal to result, Boolean is true. Else answer is false. And then just say return answer. Return the answer. Think I can do it that way. And then test it. Nope. It says answer equals false. Variable answer else. You can't do it like that. Else Boolean. Maybe I have to do it like that. Test that. Oh, you can't do that. I think you have to instantiate this thing before you. In other words, they're saying I need to go up here and say Boolean. I told you I'm super rusty. Boolean answer equals true. Alright. Boolean answer equals. Okay. You know what? I'm a Boolean yes equals true. Boolean no equals false. Oops. Equals false. Let's just do that. And then come down here and say, I know I'm doing this like really not the shortest way, but at least we can get this thing right. And then just say yes. Oops. Return. Yes. Return. No. Hold on. That's not how I can do it. I was better off doing this answer. Alright. Oops. I ain't spell it right. I don't know how to spell. Okay. Boolean answer equals true. If input equals result, return answer. Right? Else return false. Yeah, but I still have to put convert. Okay. I'm just saying, if I do it this way, then that means I can't just put false here. I have to put answer here. But the only thing is, I would have to say that else return false. That don't make sense what I'm doing right here. This is all kinds of extra dumb shit. I shouldn't have to do this. It should just be that simple. It should just be, if input is equal to result, return true. Else return false. Return answer. Everything's gonna return true because I'm returning that. Else. Oh, okay. Else. Boolean answer is false. Return answer test. Oh, I spelled Boolean wrong. Oh, okay. So, test. Yeah, I tried it last time. It didn't come out right. 4 is expected to be, so it's saying that it's gonna return false either way. I said if input is equal to result, return answer, else return false. Answer is equal to false, right? And then return answer. How about this? Let's just make it false. If input is not equal to result, return answer, else answer is true. Let's try that. Let's see what the F happens. Probably gonna be the opposite. If input is not equal to result, something is wrong. Illegal start of an expression. Maybe it's supposed to be another equal sign or something, or the not has to be here. Get my syntax mixed with another language, I guess. I don't know. I thought that's why you pronounce not equals. Wow. I know this is wrong. Yeah, because it's gonna make all of them true. So if input is equal to result, return false, else answer is true. Return answer. Okay, let me go ahead and look at the discussion and see what they came up with. This is the reason why Java is complicated, because if it was JavaScript, any other language, it would be a problem like this would be just really simple, really easy. But because I have a code which runs in the test section perfectly with a timer, but when I press attempt, it runs out of time. Please help me. Is square false? Is not a square. Code block function's name and the description should be language specific. Temps are timing out. Okay. Alright. They don't let you, you gotta unlock stuff. So basically what I'm gonna have to do to figure this one out is figure it the freak out. What I would do is just come to the browser, like, okay, compare Java I need to write an if statement, Boolean, true or false. Hey, I mean, come on, yo. This is why, Java can get real stupid just for something simple like this is dumb. Alright, Java if Boolean. The test can be any expression that evaluates to a Boolean value, true or false. The if statement evaluates the test and then runs the body code only if the test is okay. So this is gonna have my answer. A Boolean variable is only capable of storing either the value true or the value false. The words true and so it's basically it want to they want you to say it's I think the function is actually to do a little bit more than just true and false. Now that I think about it, let me stop this. Yeah, they have one, and it'll let you know whether it's an easy solution for this thing. This is dumb.